Check it out, guys. I've got Mr. Truck here, Kent. And Kent, what do we got today?
We got 2015 Tacoma, same as the 2014, 2013,
yes, that's right.
2012.
It's an old truck that's going away, but we wanted to take it up the Ike Gauntlet because we wanted to see how it compares to the Colorado, the Canyon, and the Frontier. And that is coming up right now on the Fast Lane Truck. You're getting old, dude. You're getting old.
I am. I'm old, decrepit.
Kent, here we are again. Another truck, another mountain, another Ike Gauntlet run, and here comes the start. And I think with this guy, you might be able to go wide open throttle.
I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Start. Nice. That's got a little bit of a jump to it.
Yeah, those little 4 liters winding up.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Now, a couple things we need to discuss. First and foremost, this truck does not have a tow haul mode.
That's right, which, you know, you need to have for towing trailers to keep your RPM up. Otherwise, you really should manual shift. And we have not been manually shifting. These trucks are going to be apples to apples. Let the computer do the work and not rely on somebody's skill.
But it is important because coming down the Ike Gauntlet, we actually had to manually shift it into third.
Yeah, that I think was a wise way to do that. We shifted down to third and it held about 3,500 RPM, so we weren't over wrapping, and it controlled the descent really well. We're pulling, 5,600 pounds, and the trailer controlled that. If I would have left it in overdrive, we would have gone really fast.
Oh my, this is a heavy hood. You know why? Because as Nathan pointed out, I got a fake hood scoop. But what we have under the hood is a 4-liter V6 that puts out 236 horsepower and 266 pound-foot of torque, which is the important number for towing. It's made it to a 5-speed automatic transmission, and since this is a TRD, it powers all 4 wheels with the little dashboard mounted switch. But since we're towing, we're going to be going in rear-wheel drive. So, oh my God, that heavy. I wonder if you could punch that out and actually make it into a real hood scoop. I hate fake stuff like that. Yeah, so we did it the old manual way. Are you wide open?
Yeah. Now that
this is Ford, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're at 35.
What's your speed limit? What's our speed?
We're almost 60, so we're not doing bad.
We're not doing bad, but keep in mind the Ike Gauntlet is a timed run from the bottom at Silverthorne all the way up to the top at the Eisenhower Tunnel, and it does get much steeper as we go up the hill. We haven't been timing this as much recently. We've been doing it more for getting the feel of the truck. Yes?
Is that a light new too?
That's another light, yeah. I don't know what
is it with lights up here?
Maybe they're doing it when there's a snowstorm and they close the tunnel. But anyway, we start at about 9 and go to about 11,000, and this is an extreme test of the truck's ability. So we have this truck fully loaded, plus us.
Yes.
And what was the total weight? We took it and weighed it.
Oh, it was 10,000, and Andre's got the green sheet. It was a little over 10,000. Our shows on the back what our gross combined weight rating was 11,100.
Yep.
So we were about 800 pounds less than that.
All right. And in case you're wondering, this is of course very important. Well, we've got a diff ratio of 3.727, and getting the same ratio is almost impossible. So, we take the trucks the way we get them. They come into the Denver press fleet. Because you guys are watching these Ike Gauntlets, we can actually request trucks, but that doesn't mean we can request trucks with certain axle ratios. It just means we can request them and hopefully get them.
Pulling with this Tacoma does not have a factory OEM integrated brake controller, so we have to use something else. And because of the size of the trailer and the weight of the truck, we have to use weight distributing hitch. So which means we can't use a hitch brake controller. So we have this box here. This is an auto tow brake. This is wired in that works off of the motion of the truck and the trailer. Actually engage your electric brakes from this box. It has sensors in there besides the motherboard and all that. So that's how we have brake controllers built into the trailer on this instance to use with vehicles without factory brake controllers. And the center blocks, we've also weighed this with our Weigh Safe scale hitch to get the proper tongue weight. This is a 5,600 pound trailer, and we wanted to be 560 pounds of tongue weight for a 5,600 pound trailer. So we've got some center blocks up here. We balanced everything out. We've got a four-wheeler back there and center blocks in the back of the trailer. Right, and basically got 373. It's a good axle ratio for what we're doing here. These smaller trucks used to all come with 410s, and that's all changed. But this is quite the truck. I mean, it's a Moncho-looking truck. It's beefy looking. It's got the fender flares, the fake hood scoop. It's a good-looking truck. But you know, it's a lifestyle truck, mid-size.
Yeah, of course. And this is a truck that's certainly old in the tooth, and it feels that way, right?
Exactly.
However, it is long. It's 140.6 inches, so that's good for towing.
Right, and yeah, exactly. The longer the better, and it gives you a 6'1" bed, which is a very usable bed. We have a mid-size four-wheeler in the back, and that will fit in this with a tailgate up, which I like. But we're doing really well. We're still 60 miles an hour, about 5,000 RPM.
Yeah, but we're slowing down.
Yeah.
You can tell.
We're past the torque power band. Now we're into the gas power band, the horsepower power band, and it's scooting along. We're getting the heavy traffic here. We're not going to be able to stay wide open throttle all the way, I don't think.
Yeah, we're going to do our best. But once again, I think the time isn't as important as how the truck actually tows and how it performs. And so far, are you feeling confident? Does it feel like, you know, the tail is wagging the dog, or are you in control of this truck?
Well, it's doing well. Now, that trailer is wider than this. That's how it is with these mid-sized trucks. They were narrower, track. And so you've got almost a pendulum action back there. The trailer's wider, so it will swing a little bit. And we did a great job of balancing this. And we got weight distributing hitch on. And this is, I feel good. Nothing's been scary about this at all. 60 miles an hour. We're towing really close to the maximum capacity of this truck with us in here. We're within just a few hundred pounds, probably 800 pounds.
If I were to use one word to describe the interior of the Tacoma, it's trucky. What does trucky mean? It's just a truck. It's a basic interior. There's no automatic climate controls. In fact, there's no tow haul mode. There's only the switch that lets you shift from 4 high to 4 low. We don't even have a locking differential. But you know what? Even though it's very basic, it all works. It's straightforward, it's easy to navigate, and you can tell this is kind of an aftermarket infotainment / radio system that's all going away once they introduce a new truck. But as a basic truck interior, it just works, and that sometimes is as important as having all the thrills. Now, I think it's important to stress that in this mid-size segment, there are only really 4 trucks. There's a Frontier, which we've tested, so you can click on the link below and check that out. There is the Tacoma, and now coming back into this segment, which we've also tested, is the Canyon / Colorado Twins. And by far, Kent, this truck owns this segment. It's almost 70%. So 70% of mid-sized trucks are Tacomas. That's true. That's when Ranger used to own this segment, and then Ford just gave up on it, and Toyota took advantage of it, and they've been leading ever since. We are in the steep part of the Gauntlet run. Yeah, and that's, that's what you want to know about a truck. If you are going to be towing this kind of trailer to maximum capacity, whether it's a boat or whatever it is can I pass people in the mountains? And I would say maybe. I mean, if you got a long run like this, we're still accelerating up a grade, so I would be happy with this. Any more of a grade, we might have some problems, but it's accelerating okay. The one thing I would say is we really don't have a computer here to tell us what the fuel economy is. Yeah. This one doesn't have it. So according to the government, it's 18, 16, 21. So that 18 is the combined number. But I'm sure we're getting a lot less right now, but we have no way of measuring it because the trip computer doesn't give us that number. So we don't really know what kind of fuel economy we'll be getting going up the hill. I suspect it's pretty thirsty. Yeah. And in the back of the trailer, for our ballast, we have a Kawasaki four-wheeler. It's a 300. And we have some center blocks back here. We've done all this to balance it out. So this 600 pounds is well balanced on the trailer.
to make the truck pull well and not swerve.
Yeah, I think so, and that's where we are. We're at 5,000 RPM. We're almost red line now, just pulling this up here, but at least it is keeping us there. It's not, doing like some vehicles where they'll drop down out of the power band and then you have to keep shifting back. It's holding it, and I'm guessing, I really don't know what gear we're in, but we must be in about third gear. We might be in second.
Yeah, certainly there's more gears because it has upshifted. Now, in terms of kind of the interior, it feels a little tight for two big guys. That's because it's a mid-sized truck. This is the TRD package, so we do have the potential for four-wheel drive if we were to switch into four-wheel drive, but we always tow in two-wheel drive, obviously. And it's a good, solid truck that's starting to show its age.
Well, it feels inside. I mean, you look at the space between this and the Canyon, and the Colorado, and this one actually. Boy, these trucks are just messing up my lanes.
You got it. We're over.
But let's sit inside the cab, and they feel real similar. I mean, I think the seat was a little taller in Canyon, but both of them had the same problem. I can wear my hat inside, but I have to take my hat off to get in the door. So that's how that works. But
and for all of you that are curious, this truck is actually built in America. It's built in Texas.
Yeah.
So this is an American-built truck, even though it does have a Japanese company's label on it. And let's face it, Toyota resells this truck in a lot of different places, right? This is basically the Hilux in Europe. Basically, it's not quite the same. Toyota, if you ask them, they'll tell you that they built the Tacoma specifically for American needs. So, but the architecture and the kind of design philosophy is the same. And we know that this is one of the most rugged trucks in the market. And we're coming up to the end here, so let's see what our time will be. I think we're doing okay, Kent. It's a little bit slower than some of the other trucks. I think our record is right around 7:38-ish, and we've certainly exceeded that.
Yeah.
But, it's kept the speed limit. It's a handsome looking truck. A couple of years ago they refreshed the front end, they also refreshed the interior, but there's no getting around the fact that it is starting to feel a little bit dated now. So yeah, I like the look of it. I've always felt that the Tacoma was one of the better looking trucks in the segment, but you know what? I think it's time for a new one, and that is coming, just not today.
This truck feels really solid. I mean, that's Toyota's reputation of building great trucks. And this, you don't hear wind noise, you don't hear frame, you don't hear anything, you don't hear road noise. So, and that's what they're famous for. They'll sound like this with 200,000 miles on them.
All right, and we're coming to the end of the Gauntlet, and I've got the stopwatch ready. So I'm going to give you a little hint. Oh, you couldn't see it, but I have a tease. But here we go. Coming to the end of the Gauntlet, and we'll have an official time, even though we did have to slow down once. But, it's about how it tows more than the time. Stop. Here are the headlights. Here are the stoplights. Stop. 8:49. 8:49 is our official time, which is...
it's a respectable time.
It's respectable. I didn't feel like we were in any kind of trouble. We were being overtaken by any crazy people. So, I would have felt comfortable towing this much up the hill. But at the end of the day, you can tell that this truck is starting to feel old, especially when compared to the Canyon Colorado twins, right? Those are much more car-like. This is definitely truck-like.
This Tacoma, we've got very leveled out. We balanced it well. We've got a weight distributing hitch on it. We're pulling our 5,600 pounds. The bed, this is the long bed. This is 6 foot 1 inch. That's just an inch shorter than the GMC Canyon. So you got a lot of room in here. I could actually put that Kawasaki in the back up here, my ATV. This has 8 places to tie cargo down. You got the adjustable rails on the side, which I really like. It's got plug-ins, toolboxes, places to put things. A plug-in on one side is 110, actually goes up to 400 watt. You can plug in power tools back here. You can plug in your computer, your big screen TV. Now this bed liner isn't a sprayed in, it's like a dropped in, but it did a great job of putting this in here. All the bolts go all the way through it, all the brackets are through, your bolts to your frame are through. This is an excellent drop-in bed that they have in here. Protects your metal.
Yes, this is what we've known for a long time. That's the Japanese car makers. They're kind of like the old Lincoln cars. They keep them for decades, or at least a decade. That's kind of where their philosophy's been.
So now we have to get the new one, and that's really why we did this towing test. We wanted to have a baseline for when the new one comes, hopefully later this year, and we can compare it to see how much it's improved, hopefully.
Right, and we'll be doing the same thing that the viewers are, going back and watching these videos so we can remember how it felt, and then we'll drive the new one, and it'll be interesting.
So we have a benchmark, and we have a contestant in the TFL Gold Hitch What's the Best Towing Truck in the Land midsize award, because now we've tested this truck. So thanks for watching. As always, this is Roman and
Kent.
And check out MrTruck.com for all kinds of truck stuff. I mean, you want to talk about towing, you want to talk about hitches, you want to talk about, what else am I missing?
Trailers, trucks, accessories. I'm sorry. I'm not listening to you, Roman.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.